Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome you on behalf of the teams here on the panel, the Pulaski County Special School District, the Little Rock School District, and the Little Rock Regional Chamber. I would also like to extend our gratitude to our gracious host of the day, Entergy of Arkansas. So before we really get this thing going, I'm going to invite my friend Will up for some announcements on the facilities. So, Will?
My name is Will Smith. I'm a safety specialist for Entergy Arkansas and power delivery. A few things for our building safety that we have. The 911 address is number 9 Energy Court. We have evacuation routes posted by every exit and every entrance. If anything should happen, we will handle that here on site until emergency personnel arrive. Thank you very much.
I didn't see anybody taking notes for that. That seemed kind of important. No, thank you, Will. Appreciate that. Also want to take this time to acknowledge some special guests that are in attendance or en route. County Judge Barry Hyde, Sonia Wright McMurray from the Arkansas Department of Education, Reagan Sharp from Congressman French Hill's office, and I see several Chamber Board of Directors members and Academies of Central Arkansas Steering Committee folks. So thank you all for attending today. So while I get the honor of kicking this event off and ushering us through these exciting announcements, it should be noted that these partnerships are many, many years in the making. With several key leaders from each of these organizations that you see represented here today, spending countless hours working on what you're going to hear about later. And for that, we couldn't be more excited to make this announcement official here today. And so when the Little Rock Regional Chamber began this journey with the 4 public school districts in Pulaski County back in 2019 to create the Academies of Central Arkansas, it was a journey to transform the learning experience for our high school students and deepen the engagement with the business community. So going into that, we all understood the level of commitment and planning and due diligence that would take. And so, through that, there was kind of this global pandemic that hit, and there's been a series of stops and starts. But one thing that's never wavered is these organizations that you see up here today and their commitment to making the Academies of Central Arkansas work for our students. And so they never wavered because they knew of the opportunities that it would create for our students and their families, for our staff members, and for our communities. And that is exactly why we are here today to share more about the partnership between Entergy Arkansas, Joe T. Robinson High School in the Pulaski County Special School District, and Hall Steam Magnet High School in the Little Rock School District and the Academies of Central Arkansas. So you heard me talk briefly about the transformation that takes place within this model. And so it begins with our 9th grade scholars when they participate in freshman seminar and attend the career exploration event, all with the goal of exposing them to as many career opportunities and pathways as possible that are available to them right here in Central Arkansas. So nearing the end of that freshman year, the students will then select a themed academy of interest to them that they will then be organized into in small learning communities within their high school at their academy of choice. So the students will then progress through their sophomore, junior, and senior years with the same group of core teachers, counselors, and administrators, allowing for a deeper level of engagement and relationship building. So students will then be able to engage with our local business partners and industry to experience field trips and tours where they will go on site at the business partner location to give a live look behind the scenes in a day of life of someone in that field and decide, hey, this is for me or maybe this is not for me. And so they will also have opportunities for deeper engagement with business partners that include job shadowing, internships, externships, access to career mentors as they progress through their high school careers, all resulting in industry recognized credentials and concurrent college credits while still enrolled in high school. So these opportunities are afforded to all students so that we can ensure that everyone who graduates from our high schools will leave better prepared for college, better prepared for careers, and better prepared to be lifelong learners. And no matter what the path that they choose post-graduation is. So now obviously we can't offer these types of possibilities that our scholars deserve without true engagement from our local business community. So this isn't as much about their financial contributions as it is about their investment of time and talent into our scholars. And so it takes that type of commitment from business leaders like Laura Landreau and her team at Entergy to make this whole thing work. Laura and her team are so invested into this model that they have decided that they want to help create pathways at not 1, but 2 high schools here in Pulaski County. What a commitment that they have made for our students. So I think it's appropriate to give them a round of applause here. And so when we speak of commitment, the next speaker, Dr. McNulty, Superintendent of Pulaski County Special School District, has exemplified this commitment since the exploratory work began back in 2019. Dr. McNulty has worked diligently to ensure that the academies would be implemented at all 4 high schools within his district at the highest level of implementation fidelity possible. So please join me in welcoming PCSSD Superintendent Charles McNulty as he shares what this partnership means for students at Joe T. Robinson High School.
Afternoon. I want to speak about Will first. So, a little story here, and then I'm going to get into the real thing. I came from the West Coast. In the West Coast, we dealt with volcanoes, and we dealt with earthquakes, right? We had no plan, by the way. We just dealt with it. So I came to the Midwest, and it's my first principalship. And I'm kind of excited because, you know, we're in Tornado Alley, which seems to be from, like, Chicago all the way past here. And I said, okay, all right, what's our tornado plan? And my assistant principal looked at me and goes, well, here's what happens. We put all the children and the staff in the middle of the school, and anyone who's left alive helps others who haven't done so well. I want to talk about what Will did. And what Will did is he provided a detailed framework and a system to respond to the needs of us. And this is what this partnership does, right? We're responding to the needs of our young people who have a great future, and they need and deserve systems built around their future that connects both their academic experience and the real world experience. And Entergy has done an amazing job of bringing the two of us together in one pathway, an energy pathway. We will be committed. Dr. Pickering, how are you doing there, sir? Dr. Pickering is an amazing leader who is focused on all students all the time, working to ensure that we get the best out of our professional staff and the best out of our young people and the best out of our partners. And here at Entergy, I know that's going to happen. So thank you. Again, I'm much better in tornadoes now than I were before, and have a great rest of the afternoon.
Awesome. Thank you, Superintendent. We at the Chamber definitely appreciate your vision, your leadership, and definitely your team. I see Kristen Herring out there. I'm from Indiana. We just planned for blizzards, and we saw those things coming, and it was just go get bread and milk, and you'll be all right. So I digress. The next speaker, he and I both started in our current roles at about the same time. And so our commitment to the Academies of Central Arkansas may not extend back to its beginning days, but I promise you we both share the same vision and commitment to moving this work forward in a meaningful way for all of our students. And so the superintendent of Little Rock School District, Jamal Wright, came into the district after the academy wheels had already been set into motion. Yet in his short time here, he has already significantly moved the needle on implementation status within the Little Rock School District and has been very intentional in doing so. So it's my honor to welcome Dr. Superintendent Jamal Wright as he shares what the partnership means to Hall High School.
So I think every time we have one of these events, there's always something that is said that triggers me. At Parkview last month, I forgot who was making remarks. They were talking something about marriage and divorce, and I got a little triggered. And today, when Will was going over the safety plan, I immediately thought about Friday. I believe it was March 31st, which was probably the most anxiety-filled day of my entire life. But it was, anyway, I'm good to be here. I'm glad to be here. So hopefully the next time we announce an academy partnership, it will go smoothly and I won't be triggered by anything. But first, thank you, Marcus, for your introduction. This is yet another exciting opportunity for our students to get hands-on, real-world, relevant learning and to be prepared for high-wage careers in the global marketplace and right here at home. You might have heard us mention this, but our new motto is Reimagining LRSD. And part of that reimagining perfectly aligns with establishing great partnerships with companies like Entergy. So thank you to Laura Landrew, CEO of Entergy, for this opportunity. The energy sector is growing faster than ever, and we want our students to be able to compete. They can't compete if they don't have the exposure and if they don't have opportunities to do so. We thank Entergy for providing us with both. Entergy's slogan is, "We power life for today and for the future generations." And I can't think of a better demonstration of that slogan than what we are announcing today. Building strong partnerships with our business community helps create a network of support that benefits students both inside and outside of the classroom. I said this before, and it bears repeating. This not only gives Little Rock School District students a head start, it helps to ensure that they are future ready. The announcement of the partnership between Hallstein Magnet High School and Entergy helps usher in a new pathway to engage students and keep them engaged. Again, we'd like to thank Entergy for coming on board to provide meaningful learning experiences for our students, and the Chamber for the continued commitment to establish academies that help enhance the high school experience. This is truly a great day for LRSD and Hallstein Magnet High School in particular, and also to my colleague from Pulaski County Special School District and J.T. Robinson High School. At this point, I'll turn it back over to Marcus.
Dr. Wright, if you'll give me a list of all those triggers, I'll make sure that at the next event we avoid those. No, thank you seriously for your leadership and acknowledgement of your team and their leadership as well. So I see some of them scattered throughout the room. So as you've heard today, business partners look quite different within the Academies model. We're seeking businesses who actually partner and engage with the school, the teachers, their students, and by becoming engaged in the teaching and learning process. And so rather than looking for companies to write checks or donate school supplies, both of which are great, just throw that out there, we're looking for companies that will truly invest their time and their talent into our local schools. And that is exactly what Entergy Arkansas has done from day one under the leadership of President and CEO Laura Landreau. While Laura ensures that Entergy Arkansas meets the power needs of more than 722,000 customers every day, she and her team also share the vision for the importance of meaningful engagement with our scholars. Entergy has supported this work from the very beginning when they actually funded our initial exploratory report. We are thankful for Laura's continued leadership as she is a driving force as to the reason we are here today and for these exciting partnership announcements. So please join me in welcoming Laura Landreau, President and CEO of Entergy Arkansas.
Good afternoon. So I am excited to have all of you here today at our West Markham Service Center and to be joined by Marcus and Dr. McNulty and Dr. Wright. And a special welcome to the faculty and the staff and the students of Robinson and Hall High Schools, and certainly the Little Rock Chamber of Commerce as well. We are happy to have all of you in our backyard. This is a great day because we get to announce our long-awaited energy pathway. Quality education is one of the biggest reasons people choose where they live. And the state's existing and prospective employers need a qualified pool of talented employees. This initiative accomplishes both. In conjunction with the 4 school districts and the area chambers of commerce, Entergy Arkansas has been involved since the inception of the Academies of Central Arkansas. As Marcus said, we helped launch this effort by providing $50,000 in funding for the initial feasibility study for the Academy's Forward Next Generation Learning Model. Entergy Arkansas was also one of the first 13 cornerstone business partners when the Academies of Central Arkansas was officially announced in October of 2021. I have watched in amazement as our local schools and businesses have come together to create these academies. Courses that will enrich the lives of our students and provide them with a quality education for whatever path life may take them on. We couldn't make this happen without our partners at Ford NGL and all of those who have been instrumental in getting us here today. I especially want to thank the Entergy Arkansas Economic Development team members who have spent countless hours working with school representatives and the chamber, including trips to meet with representatives and tour the Academies of Nashville, which was the first school district to implement the Ford NGL model. And of course, our power delivery team. They work tirelessly to keep the lights on good days and bad days, many of whom have been volunteering at Robinson over the last year. We have over 2,700 employees throughout the state working to power life for Arkansas customers. Over 700 of them work here in Central Arkansas, so this initiative is near and dear to our employees, their families, and the economic well-being of our communities. The Energy Pathway features curriculum that includes energy lessons, career exposure events, Entergy guest speakers in the freshman seminars, and mock interviews with students. As you'll see today, the pathway also features equipment and electrical safety demonstrations. The pathway will use curriculum provided by the Center for Energy Workforce Development and the National Energy Education Development Project. Students will also learn what the industry is doing here in Arkansas, including the latest advancements in technology to modernize the electric grid and transform the industry with cleaner, more sustainable generation sources to serve our customers. There are so many paths that students can take in energy, and this pathway will help them explore all of them. I'd also like to mention that in addition to our Academy's commitment to education, we have launched a Kids to College program to help low and moderate income families establish college savings accounts. Eligible families can sign up for a Kids to College 529 account with the help of our community partners and a $50 match from Entergy. We are committed to the future of our students and will continue to find ways to make a difference in their lives. Thank you again for allowing us to share this exciting news in our backyard. And as you've seen here today, Entergy is investing in the future of education in Pulaski County, for our employers who need the highly skilled candidates they will produce, for a vibrant economy where everyone has a chance to pursue their dreams. But most importantly, we are doing this for you, the students. So I challenge you to make the best of this opportunity and to make us proud. Thank you.
That's going to be tough to follow. Laura, seriously, we can't thank you enough for your continued commitment of the Academies of Central Arkansas and your commitment that you've made to partner with Robinson and Hall High School students. And the relevant learning that your team is going to be able to provide those students will have impact for many, many years to come. And so don't take my word for it. Let's hear from one of the other two stars of the show today. The first one we're going to hear from is Joe T. Robinson 9th grader Aiden Merritt to come up here and tell us a little bit about what this means for him. Aiden?
Good afternoon. My name is Aiden Merritt, and I'm a freshman at Robinson High School, where I plan to enter the energy pathway. I'm excited to be part of this pathway and prepare for a potential career in STEM. I plan to use the energy pathway as a building block for future career in engineering. I'm excited to gain hands-on experiences in certifications in engineering, in energy industry, and OSHA 10. I want to thank Entergy Arkansas for partnering with Robinson so that we are able to not only see but also experience jobs in the energy industry. This will make working and learning fun and better prepare all of us for college and the workforce. Thank you.
That was perfect. Thank you, Aiden. 9th grade Marcus Stewart did not have that plan in place, that's for sure. So that was terrific. So we've heard from a Robinson student. I think it's only fair that we hear from our Hall High School scholar. Please join me in welcoming 10th grader Zaylin Horton.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zaylin Horton. I am currently a 10th grader at Hall STEAM Magnet. I am currently in my second year in the engineering program, Principles of Engineering Design. Over the past few years in the engineering program, I have learned about the engineering design process, basic modeling, and teamwork in, I have learned about the engineering and design process as well as basic modeling in Tinkercad. These classes have taught me about problem solving, critical thinking, and teamwork. And upon graduation, I plan to take my knowledge in STEM into electrical engineering. Our community at Hall is excited that Entergy will be partnering with the engineering pathway, and we are looking to experience the labs that you provide us. And thank you for investing your time in our school.
Wow. Thank you, Zaylin, for sharing what this means for you and your future. I'm going to have a terrible pun here, but I think we can all tell the future is bright, right? At Robinson and Hall High Schools for our scholars. What's really exciting to me is that these opportunities will only strengthen as the experiences and industry exposure that these students and their friends and peers here today will receive as a result of this partnership with Entergy Arkansas. So that's a pretty exciting day. So the momentum is just beginning with this work. We have more announcements scheduled in the next couple weeks, and we invite all of you to join us in those celebrations as well. Our team will work to continue to onboard new partners at all high schools in our 4 districts, partners who, like Entergy Arkansas, are committed to meaningful investment of their time and talent into our students. So please help us spread the word. We invite any businesses that want to connect with the students and prepare them for employment, enrollment, and what comes next to visit our website at www.academiesofcentralarkansas.org and click the Apply Now button to be a business partner and learn some more about it. With that, we're going to take a few moments for some group photos, but we encourage you to stick around and watch some of the demonstrations that we've got planned outside. They made it. Fingers crossed. Maybe take your time walking outside. There's a table full of swag materials. They're here. I'm getting a thumbs up. There's a table full of materials that we hope you take and enjoy as a thank you for coming today to support this partnership. And so with that, I appreciate you all and have a great day.
Guys, we're going to get started so we hopefully don't get wet. Y'all might actually get a real life experience of what we have to deal with weather-wise, so hopefully we'll try to speed through this.
I've got to go.
What we've got here is a simulated 8,000 volts system here, which you can look at this 2 ways. You can look at it one as if a generator was wired up incorrectly, why we have to put safety measures in place, picking up down wire.